How much faith do you have in the government? More specifically, how much faith do you have in the presidential election? Of course, your answer to this question depends on your political party, but there's still a large reason for distrust presented by previous presidential elections. I'm talking about unpopular presidents. This means that they won the electoral college vote and lost the popular vote. This has actually happened 5 different times. The most recent example of this, of course, being the 2016 election between President Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton. Now, I understand there's some political mumbo-jumbo that explains why Trump won, but this country is built on the idea that everyone has a voice. You know, the whole no taxation without representation? Is there then the argument that political representation is only given to the person who's better at breaking a political system? Our political system? The answer should obviously be no. The system used to elect our leaders should definitely not be bendable. So then what's the solution? You just get more specific. I propose that the 20th Amendment of the United States Constitution require all districts under the House of Representatives to get individual votes, also effectively overruling our current winner-take-all system. We would also need a constitutional revision to effectively execute this amendment, which is changing the 12th Amendment so that the president isn't elected by majority. The president should instead be elected by most votes, not a majority, because the current system makes it easier for a strong third-party candidate to skew the election, forcing a constant no-winner election to be decided by the House of Representatives. And we don't want our election to be decided by 435 people. The math behind how effective this plan would be is actually very simple. Imagine like flipping a coin. If you flip a coin 5 times, you get 3-2 ratio on either side. If we say that tails is the side that got majority, then this says that tails has a 1.5 times chance of being landed on a standard coin flip. The only problem with this is that we know flipping a coin is basically 50-50. You get closer to 50-50 by flipping more coins. If you flip 1,000,000 coins, can any person easily assume the output? No, but nobody's going to say 600,000 tails and 400,000 heads. It's a statistical anomaly. Possible, but just highly unlikely. The same concept can be applied to voting for president. If each district got its own vote, then there would be more accuracy than, say, 54 votes being guaranteed to the same candidate. Moving on from statistical reasoning from this proposed amendment, there are 2 major concepts not yet discussed on the matter. These being Senate votes and District of Columbia's votes. To be more specific, Senate votes apply to each state in quantities of 2 per state and therefore can't be applicable to the district plan. And the District of Columbia isn't a state in the first place. The solution for both problems are actually quite simple. The 2 votes from the Senate should be given to the political candidate with the most votes per state. For the District of Columbia, just do the same as a standard state because the singular district actually has a higher population than 2 of our states, those being Vermont and Wyoming. After presenting all this information, it seems clear that a district plan being our 20th Amendment is only right. Because why would a democracy be the big idea of the country if there was so much space for the population to not get what they want? Answer that before proposing another amendment.